Distribution of factors of production. Before this class, we talked about what all factors are affecting factors of production. इसमें हम लोग factors of production के problems के बारे में बात करेंगे. We know land, labor, capital and entrepreneurship, all these were the factors that influence the process of production. In this topic, we'll talk about the problem of resource allocation. अभी what is resource allocation? अभी देखते हैं ये क्या. Resource allocation means using the given resources carefully, using the available resources. जो रिसोर्स अवेलेबल है जैसे कि लैंड. अभी लैंड के कितना सारे यूजेस है. कोई एग्रीकल्चर के लिए यूज़ करता है, कोई बिल्डिंग बनाने के लिए, कोई घर बनाने के लिए. सो लाइक वाइज बहुत सारे यूजेस है. तो लैंड जो अवेलेबल रिसोर्सेज है उसको कैसे यूटिलाइज़ करना सबसे पहला प्रॉब्लम है. फर्स्ट प्रॉब्लम देखो, व्हाट टू प्रोड्यूस. अभी उस ज़मीन का यूज़ करके क्या प्रोड्यूस करेंगे. कंज्यूमर गुड्स प्रोड्यूस करेंगे या प्रोड्यूसर गुड्स प्रोड्यूस करेंगे. कंज्यूमर गुड्स बोला जाए तो वीट एंड ऑल. प्रोड्यूसर गुड्स बोला जाए तो रॉ मटेरियल. हाउ टू प्रोड्यूस, कैसे बनाओगे, कैसे प्रोडक्शन करोगे. लेबर इंटेंसिव और कैपिटल इंटेंसिव. लेबर इंटेंसिव मतलब क्या, उस ज़मीन में फार्मर्स को डाल के यूज़ करोगे या बड़े बड़े मशीनरीज को डाल के यूज़ करोगे. फॉर हुम टू प्रोड्यूस, किसके लिए बनाओगे, अमीरों के लिए या गरीबों के लिए. सो ऑल दीज आर द सेंट्रल प्रॉब्लम्स ऑफ इकोनॉमी दैट वी विल बी डिस्कसिंग इन दिस टॉपिक. फर्स्ट इज अनलिमिटेड वांट्स. ह्यूमन वांट्स आर अनकाउंटेबल एंड अनलिमिटेड. सिंपल कॉन्सेप्ट है. इंसानों का जो वांट है वो अनलिमिटेड है, कभी ख़त्म नहीं होता है. एक मिलता है तो दूसरा चाहिए, दूसरा मिलता है तो तीसरा चाहिए. लाइक वाइज इट्स अ नेवर एंडिंग प्रोसेस. So many wants originated from one want. Many requirements are to be fulfilled again and again, while many wants arises because of the development of science and technology. अभी साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी जब आता है, जैसे कि देखो अभी एप्पल का देखो कितना सारा वेराइटीज़ ऑफ फ़ोन है. जब एप्पल लॉन्च करता है तो कैसे लोगों का डिमांड भी उसके लिए बढ़ जाता है. अभी वन प्लस फ़ोन, जब वो वन प्लस कंपनी उनका नया मोबाइल जब लॉन्च करते हैं, नए गैजेट्स जब लॉन्च करते हैं, तब लोगों का डिमांड भी कैसे बढ़ जाता है. तो वी कैन से दैट द ह्यूमन्स वांट्स आर अनलिमिटेड. करेक्ट. सो इट इज़ अनकाउंटेबल, अनलिमिटेड, नेवर एंडिंग प्रोसेस है. सेकेंड इज लिमिटेड रिसोर्सेज. दैट मीन्स सी हियर factors of production mainly include natural and man-made. When we talk about natural, that means land and labor. When we talk about man-made, that is capital and business, entrepreneur. All these tools are limited, so they have to be utilized wisely. मतलब क्या, रिसोर्स को केयरफुली यूज़ करना ज़रूरी है. Distribution of the factors of production should be done according to the wants and desire. तो फैक्टर्स ऑफ प्रोडक्शन कैसे डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करना चाहिए, लोगों के वांट्स एंड डिज़ायर के हिसाब से. सो दैट इज़ व्हाट लिमिटेड रिसोर्स. दैट मीन्स रिसोर्सेज आर लिमिटेड, सो वी मस्ट यूटिलाइज दिस रिसोर्सेज वाइसली एंड जुडिशली. जो रिसोर्सेज कम है उसको सिस्टमेटिकली यूज़ करना ज़रूरी है, वरना वेस्ट हो जाएगा. थर्ड इज़ अल्टरनेटिव यूजेस ऑफ रिसोर्सेज. दैट मीन्स डिफरेंट यूजेस ऑफ रिसोर्सेज. ना फैक्टर्स ऑफ प्रोडक्शन में चलो लैंड का एग्जाम्पल लेते हैं. लैंड का कितना सारे यूसेज है. कोई लोग एग्रीकल्चर के लिए यूज़ करता है, कोई बिल्डिंग बनाने के लिए यूज़ करता है, कोई फैक्ट्री एस्टेब्लिश करने के लिए यूज़ करता है, कोई माइनिंग करता है. सो हियर वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट मैनी यूसेज ऑफ लैंड, दैट इज़ अल्टरनेटिव यूजेस ऑफ रिसोर्सेज. अंडरस्टूड. तो ज़मीन का कितना सारे यूसेज है. कोई बाजरा उगा सकता है, कोई ग्राउंडनट उगा सकता है, कोई मेज़ उगा सकता है. तो यहाँ पे क्या होता है, प्रॉब्लम ऑफ चॉइस अराइजेस. अंडरस्टूड. सो हियर what activity we must carry out over the land, whether we must go for building, whether we must go for agriculture. So that choice, that problem of choice arises over here. Fourth is important order in terms of necessities. अब इसका मतलब है क्या, जो चीज़ सबसे ज़्यादा ज़रूरत है हम उसको ही सबसे पहले कंज्यूम करेंगे, उसके बाद हम लोग दूसरी चीज़ लेने जाएंगे. वाई, बिकॉज रिसोर्सेज आर लिमिटेड. तो लिमिटेड रिसोर्सेज हमको ऑलरेडी पता है, सारे रिसोर्स एक साथ तो हम कंज्यूम नहीं कर पाते. ऑलराइट. सो विच एवर रिक्वायरमेंट इज मोर इम्पोर्टेंट that has to be satisfied earlier and later on the others. तो जो रिक्वायरमेंट, जो रिसोर्सेज सबसे ज़्यादा ज़रूरत है उसको पहले कंज्यूम करो, उसको पहले कंज्यूम करने के लिए जाएंगे, वो होगा हमारा पहला प्रायोरिटी. आफ्टर दैट वी कैन गो फॉर द अदर इफ इट इज़ नीडेड. Now let's start with the first topic, that is market mechanism system or market system, which is also called capitalist society and free economy. Why capitalist society and free economy is coming in, we will discuss in this topic. So what is market system? Market system means what? An economy that is owned and operated by a private sector. Private sector है क्या? जब एक इंडिविजुअल और अ ग्रुप ऑफ पीपल पार्टनरशिप में फर्म चलाने वाले, उनको प्राइवेट सेक्टर बोलते हैं. अंडरस्टूड. मार्केट सिस्टम इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड कैपिटलिस्ट सिस्टम. वाई? कैपिटल गुड्स आर ओन बाय प्राइवेट सेक्टर. कैपिटल गुड्स जैसे कि बड़े बड़े मशीनरीज, लैंड, बिल्डिंग, इन्वेस्टमेंट, ऑल दीज आर कंट्रोल्ड, ऑपरेटेड एंड ओन्ड बाय होम? प्राइवेट सेक्टर. इसके लिए मार्केट सिस्टम को कैपिटलिस्ट सिस्टम भी बोला गया है. अभी मार्केट और ये फर्म का मेन, प्राइवेट सेक्टर का मेन एम है क्या? द मेन एम इज टू अर्न प्रॉफिट. सो दे नेवर केयर अबाउट द कंज्यूमर्स फीलिंग. They just wanted to earn profit and they will carry out their activities on the basis of that. Understood? Now see here, people invest in those industries where they find more scope of profit. Market is completely free in this system. So market is completely free मतलब no government interference are there. Competition plays a vital role in the market, because of which we can get new upgradation in the product. अभी देखो हर साल ये प्राइवेट कंपनीज न्यू फ़ोन क्यों लॉन्च कर दे? ताकि मार्केट में टिके रहने के लिए. कंपटीशन बहुत सारा है, जैसे कि सैमसंग है, OnePlus 7 कंपनी है, आईफोन है. इतना सारे कंपटीशन के बीच में अगर टिके रहना है तो हर साल नए नए लॉन्चेस करने पड़ते हैं. सो दैट इज़ नॉट कंपटीशन. सो बिकॉज ऑफ दिस कंपटीशन कंज्यूमर्स आर गेटिंग न्यू प्रोडक्ट्स. सो दैट इज़ द बेस्ट फीचर्स ऑफ दिस मार्केट सिस्टम. Market system is also known as free economy. Free economy means what? No interference of the government. As the state does not interfere, the system is also known as free economy. Now let's talk about the features. First, ownership of factors of production in private hands. So here we can say that market system is a system in which everything, land, labor, capital and entrepreneur, everything is under the control of individual or a group of individual. That is market system. Second देखो, resources allocation on the basis of profit motive. So their main motive is to earn profit. Whatever production they are doing, their main motive is to earn profit. Third, competition and consumer choice. So because of the competition, we can see many upgradation in the gadgets, in the new products. So every year these companies are launching new products. Why? To stay in the market, to beat the competition, they are doing this. So here consumers have got many choices. Consumers like us, buyer. No government interference. So government interference is not there. So likewise, private sectors are putting their charges over the product. Market is free and investment is profitable sector of the economy. So market is free. Market is free means what? Anyone can start the market. No interference, no problem. So anyone can enter and invest in which that person find profit. So all these are the features. Now let's talk about disadvantage or limitations of market system. First point, necessities neglected and luxurious promoted. Necessities neglected means what? Basic requirement that supports the life is totally neglected. Private sectors, they know that if they produce basic requirement, by selling those things they won't earn profit. So they look forward towards the production of luxurious items. Why? By selling this luxurious item they can earn more profit. So that is the first disadvantage. So neglecting necessities goods and promoting luxurious goods. Second point, lack of government control. Because of the lack of government control, all these chemical factories, all these industries, they are releasing chemical into the air, water and land. So likewise, everything is polluted. Lack of market knowledge. Because of the lack of market knowledge, consumers are totally exploited. Consumers are totally looted, है ना. सपोज अभी अभी बाहर गया मार्केट में एक चीज़ लेने के लिए. सपोज उसको अगर उस चीज़ का अगर वैल्यू नहीं पता है, रेट नहीं पता है, तो मार्केट शॉपकीपर क्या करेगा, उसको लूट लेगा. 10 रुपये का चीज़ 20 रुपये में बेच के उसको एक्सप्लॉइट करेगा. सो सच थिंग वी कैन सी in this market system. Income disparity due to profit motive. So income disparity, that means distribution of income is not equal. Due to centralization of property and income, there is increase in disparity of income. Last, economic instability and creation of monopoly. So economic instability. In this we can see economic instability. What is economic instability? It talks about boom period and fall period. Boom period is a period when the company earns profit, and fall period is a period when the company doesn't earns profit. So in such cases, there the employee's income fluctuates. Creation of monopoly. Suppose, what is monopoly? One seller and large number of buyers. कभी कभार क्या करेंगे मार्केट वाले, ये लोग अपना रेट चार्ज करेंगे और उसी रेट पे कंज्यूमर को प्रोडक्ट लेना पड़ेगा. So such monopoly we can see in this market system. Advantages of market system. First, economic freedom. Economic freedom talks about free of entering and exiting of this system. So here anyone can enter and exit this market system freely. हर कोई इन्वेस्ट कर सकता है, अगर लॉस में जा रहा है तो वो इन्वेस्टमेंट वापस ले भी सकता है. तो सच फ्रीडम वी कैन सी इन दिस मार्केट सिस्टम. सेकेंड, fuller utilization of resources. That means 100% of utilization of resources we can see in this market system. Third is abundant production. That means varieties of choices will be possible. Why? Because this market system, that is market, they are producing varieties of goods. So here we as a consumer we have many choices. Fourth, resources and development for cost reduction and efficiency, faster economic growth. So it talks about development of technology. As a result, economic development becomes faster. So if we talk about market system, we can see the period of modernization, modern technology. Why? So that they can faster their production activity and they can earn more profit. Fifth, consumer sovereignty due to competition, good quality at reasonable rate. So here we can say that because of the competition, consumers are getting best product. Why? Because in this market system, private sector, what they are doing, they are bringing out the best upgraded product each and every year. By this, who is benefited? Consumers are the one who is benefited. So here we discussed about the advantages of the market system. Second is socialist system, which is also known as centrally planned economy. Why? Because it is run by the government. Socialist system is a system that is run by government sector. So it is totally public sector, we can say that. It is just opposite of the market system. In the socialist system, all economic decisions are taken by the state machinery. State talks about government. State owns all the resources of production. In this system, whole economy is managed, controlled and run by the government. For example, our defense system, transport system. So all these are coming under government. In socialist system, their main motive is to provide social welfare rather than earning profit. In this system, production of resources and their price are decided by the state. So it is totally based on social welfare, that is social well-being. Society के लिए कुछ अच्छा करना, that is what government do. Now let's talk about the features of socialist system. First, ownership of factors of production with government. That means everything is owned and operated by government. resources allocation on the basis of social welfare. So here, under socialist system, their main motive is to provide facilities to the people. So rather than earning profit, their main motive is to provide social welfare. Third, no competition, economic decisions by state only. So no competition is there. Whatever the price, whatever the things are decided, they are decided by the government itself. So here, no competition. Labor is paid wages for return of the work. That means as per the hours of work, labor is paid his wages. Disadvantages: no motivation or encouragement to increase production, lack of competition, lack of innovation, and slow growth. Because of lack of competition, no further innovation is being carried out in socialist system. जैसे चलता है वैसे ही चलने देते हैं. Lack of individual freedom. इसमें कोई individual freedom नहीं. Because here, who is interfering? Government is interfering. Complete control of government, fear of bureaucracy and corruption. So here everything is under the control of government, but then also we are facing corruption problem in this socialist system. Now let's talk about the advantages. First, unimportant goods not produced, no wastage of resources. What is unimportant goods? Goods that are not useful. Government are investing their money over the construction of road, dams, development of the society. So here we can say that only necessities are funded. Luxurious goods are not funded by the government. That is what the concept here is. Third, no disparity of income. So here distribution of income is equal. No division is there. Distribution of income is on the basis of position and the education level of the people. No consumer exploitation. So no consumer is misused under government rule. Each and every consumer has given importance. Each and every consumer's problems are solved. So that is what no consumer exploitation. So here we come to the last topic of this chapter, that is mixed economic system. So what is mixed? Mixed concept talks about mixing or combining the two sectors. Before this video we talked about what is private sector. Private sector talks about market system. Then we talked about public sector that talks about socialist system. Now we are talking about mixed economic system. In this system, private and public is combined, and that is why this mixed economic system came in. So we can say that private and public coexist and they run the economy. Mixed economy is such a type of economic system in which public and private sector coexist, and both the sectors do not work as a competitor, rather they work as a complementary to each other. So what is complementary? That talks about they both work along with each other. There is individual or private ownership in agriculture, trade, small consumer goods, industries, etc. While basic key areas like heavy industry. Heavy industry is all about iron and steel industry. Factories producing defense material, railway, electricity, road, irrigation, etc. are owned by state. In this system, market is not completely free. Why? Because government interference is there. If private sector needed to raise their price, they will have to take the permission of the government. So here we can say that the market is totally controlled. That is why control economic system concept came in. So here government is controlling the activities of the private sector and both are running together. In the same way, industries in the backward area are encouraged by giving subsidies, relaxation in tax, etc. Now government is saying to private sector to establish their factory in village area, but private sector won't establish their factory in village area because at village area they won't find any development. So for development they will insist to establish the factory in city area only. But what government will do? Government will provide them some benefits like tax relaxation, electricity bill relaxation, free road service. So through this government is trying to promote private sector in village area. Why? So that village people can also get employed and their standard living will also increase. So for this motive, private and public sector should function together, and it is also called as control economic system because of the restrictions and control. So here the market system is under the control of the public. Private cannot show their monopoly. Why? Because government will interfere into that matter. So likewise, control economic system we can see over here. See, few countries flags are shown over here. India, France and England follow mixed economy. There are few limitations under mixed economy, such as lack of coordination. So we can see lack of coordination between the private and public. Sometimes private doesn't go as per the policies framed by the government. If they doesn't like what they will do, they will just break the coordination. So here lack of coordination we can see. Low rate of growth of economic development. So because of the interference of the government, private sector is not able to grow as per their target. So all these are the limitations of mixed economy. Economic stability is also the other reason. So here we have end with the chapter. Thank you.